Good morning, world. Why is everything just so bloody difficult? I use petrol equipment, which obviously has the power, the efficiency, and I'm quite happy with it, although I would love to go battery powered. Main reason is environmental. Obviously it's better for the environment. Noise, and then less fumes. So all round, the selling point of battery operated tools is brilliant. Which brings me to my point. Up to now, I've wanted to use battery powered tools, but I can't get myself to fork out a lot of money on something that I might not like, or you know, it just might not work, and it's all mites and mites. Anyway, twice now, two different companies have approached me. This is behind the scenes that you don't know about. The first one, I won't name any names because the companies haven't done anything wrong. They haven't done anything to me, so I wouldn't give them any bad names or anything like that. It's not their fault. The first company sent me some tools out, and they did send me quite a lot of tools actually. They've sent me all sorts, and it was for me to try. Now I didn't like them. If I didn't like them, I'm not going to use them, and if I'm not going to use them, then I'm not going to recommend them to you, because after all, that's what this is about. Not my YouTube channel, but the company sending me the equipment, because originally I started my YouTube channel just to show me work, so that customers or potential customers could see me work and then say, yeah, we like what he does, we'd like him to do ours, and that's great. But it's sort of developed a little bit, and as you get bigger, people want to know what you do, want to know what you use, and then you become like, I'm not an influencer, well, I don't know if I am an influencer or not, I'm not an official influencer, but people want to know what I use, and they'll take my word for it if I say it's good or it's bad. Now, from this video, I want to stress, I wouldn't recommend something to someone just because someone's give it to me, or I'm getting some kind of deal, or I'm getting some money off it, or so anything like that. You can trust me on that. I don't want my reputation to be ruined or anything like that, or any bad thoughts about the company. I'm just an ordinary guy who does gardening, who loves his job, and I love tools. And if someone's watching this and they want to send me something, by all means send it, but please be prepared. If I don't like it, it will be sent back. I won't slag it down, but I'll send it back. So that said, a company a couple of years ago now sent me some tools, and I didn't like them, and they were for me to keep, so they went back. About 2 months ago, something like that, I put this post up. I couldn't believe how much stuff that got sent to me. Now, I'm not going to name the company, but it was all the other stuff that got sent to me was battery powered as well, and this is all battery powered as well. All this, there's all sorts. There's a mower, strimmer, brush cutter, combi system, chainsaw. I think there was something else. There was all sorts. Probably a couple of £1,000 worth of stuff. Now, this company that sent me it has already got battery powered stuff out, but this is updated, and it's got professional written on all the equipment, so it's the good stuff. And I was hoping for big things. I could keep all the tools. I had to sign an NDA, so I can't even now. Well, I'm not going to tell you the company anyway, but I can't tell you anyway because I've signed an NDA. All I am saying is, I didn't like the tools. Probably okay for like DIY, you know, a homeowner or something like that, but they've got professional written on them, so I wasn't very happy. I didn't test them all, so I'd be a liar if I said I didn't like them all, but I've lumped them all in one group. I've tested a couple of them and I thought, no, they're not for me and I can't recommend them, and I've sent them back as well. So I'm a bit of a tough cookie to crack, and as I said, they say be careful what you wish for, because I'm not saying I wish for it, but because I'm growing a YouTube channel and I want to get bigger, the way to get bigger is to work with companies, etc, etc, and I'd love to do that, but I can't work with something I don't like or I'm not going to use myself. So I'm a bit disappointed. Well, I'm a lot disappointed, to be honest with you, but do you know what? You've benefited in the long run, not me, because I wouldn't push it out for you to buy or for you to use and then you feel like me. The backpack blower, I tried it, and when there was leaves on like a patio surface, on a hard surface, it blew them. Now I've seen lots of videos done, advertising tools, especially the battery stuff, and they'll show a slow motion video of all the leaves or the grass clippings being blown off the ground, and they go up and they go into this big whirl. It did do that. It did do that on a hard surface. But when the leaves and the debris I was blowing was on the grass and I was trying to clear the grass, that's when the problem started. And just tiny little things, like when it was starting up, it was going to build up and then build down, go down. And sounds petty. You do that for a couple of hours when you're using it all the time. No, it wasn't just that. There was other things. The tube, I couldn't move it around my body enough. It was sort of like, if you can understand what I mean, the tube on the backpack blower was coming out in front of you. You want to go left and right, and when you wanted to go left, it would sort of only go so far, and you'd have to turn your body in. Again, you'd have to use it to see what I mean, but it wasn't good. Didn't like it. Wasn't very happy with it. The power wasn't good. The hedge cutters I took out, the combi system, didn't have the power. Just didn't have the power. And also, I'm not 100% sure on this bit. So I'm pretty sure that I saw a sticker, and it wasn't on the battery. It was actually on the shaft of what looked to me like rain symbol with a line through it. But I'm not 100% on that, because I've given it back. I should have really, because I didn't do an in-depth review. I didn't go that far. I would have done all this. I would have wrote everything down and looked at everything, but I just decided I was using it and I thought, this isn't for me. It isn't for me. Yes, it did cut the hedge. Can't deny that. But it was just slow, and it was dragging it out. And the time that you'd waste, it would just be ridiculous. So, in essence, the tools are probably okay if you've got your own property or whatever, or you're not really busy and doing all sorts. So yeah, it's like you need to have the power there. You might be cutting a hedge with new growth on it, and obviously all this equipment will just do that, the new growth. But then you might have one not overgrown, but with a bit of decent growth on, and you don't want to be swapping and changing and thinking, well, I'll take them today, but I won't take them today, and you just don't know. You just don't know. Anyway, I'm not slagging the company down, and in fact, if the company ever gets to see this, thanks very much for even trusting me to have a review of them in the first place. I know it didn't work out, but I have got my own reputation to think about as well. But thank you for even asking me. So yeah, basically back to square one. I'll do what I do. I'll do what I do well, and just get on with it. And let's just see what the future brings. But you can trust me, folks, if you ever want to know anything, or you know, things like that, and I say something, in my opinion, but it's my honest opinion anyway. See you all on the next video, and if this is the first time you've seen me, I'm not a moaner, you know. Ask anyone who watches me. You never see me moaning. See you all soon.